Check in with David Carnes for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, you want to talk about fun? It's time for dancing fireworks. We're going to show you what the best night for fireworks is going to be coming up in a second. 70 degrees right now, though, in Chattanooga. 64 Cleveland, 70 in Dalton. Getting a little fishing done this morning. Well, this morning is when you want to go. You probably won't be bad this evening, but you may have to deal with a passing shower or two. Chance of rain today, 30%. 81 degrees by 6 p.m. It is going to be fairly muggy throughout the day also. Okay, here we go. Best night for fireworks. If you have one dancing fireworks, that's bad. 5 dancing fireworks, that's the best night. So Friday, we're looking at 4 dancing fireworks if you're doing fireworks Friday night. Saturday, maybe some showers and thunderstorms, so 2 dancing fireworks. Sunday, not bad at all. 5 dancing fireworks, 3 on Monday, and once again, yeah, very celebratory.
I love the people in the back. This is wonderful.
And you made this. I mean, this is authentic.
And then 5 dancing fireworks on Tuesday night, the actual 4th of July. So I would recommend just wait till the actual day and shoot off some fireworks. Your neighbors will love you for it.
All right, that's good to know. I mean, honestly, that is good to know. A lot of people are very, very interested in that, David. Thank you so much.
So weird.
Well, a woman is recovering this morning after falling from a bluff at Hickson's Greenway Farms. Now, it happened in the 4900 block of Gann Store Road shortly after 8 o'clock last night. Chattanooga firefighters worked quickly to rescue the woman who fell nearly 30 feet into a quarry. It's unclear what caused her to fall. Officials tell us she was critically injured, but this morning she's in stable condition.
Well, the 4th of July holiday, yes, it is upon us. Soon, many will light fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. It's a celebration for America, but it can be scary for your pets. Channel 3's Tim Pham tells us the message shelters have for pet owners.
4th of July is a happy celebration for Americans, but it may also be a time of high anxiety for our 4-legged friends. Local animal shelters say this time of year is one of their highest intake weeks. The amount of strays they find or receive goes up around the 4th of July because of the fireworks. The loud bangs and pops can scare some pets and even cause them to act up, and some dig their way out and escape, even if they don't normally do something like that. It's a time of year shelter directors say can be avoided with proper planning.
So we're encouraging people, get the microchip, get a tag on them. If nothing else, write their phone number on their collar. That way they can get back right away and stuff. But the fact is, we see so many animals coming in just from the 4th of July that alone is really a big burden to us.
Well, the 4th of July isn't even here yet, and McCamey is already dealing with overcrowding. Right now, they have about 425 animals, and they're running out of space. They tell me they're desperately looking for homes. Fireworks will go on all summer in certain areas, so if your pet does get away, call all shelters when searching. You can also reach out to local veterinarians. Reporting in the studio, Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And if you're staying in the Tennessee Valley, you'll want to start planning now which fireworks show to celebrate Independence Day. Since July 4th falls on a Tuesday this year, displays will begin as early as this week, like the show happening Friday night in Lafayette Municipal Park at 10 o'clock p.m. Again, that's on Friday. We have a list of all of the fireworks shows in the Tennessee Valley posted right now on our website.
Well, we've all heard don't look directly at the sun, but on August 21st, millions will be gazing at the sky as the moon passes in front of the sun. The local optometrists say it's like a laser being pointed at your eye. They suggest doing research online before selecting glasses for that solar eclipse. They emphasize polarized lenses won't work, and welding shades won't work either. Polarized? I don't know what I said there. When buying glasses, make sure there are no burns. This would look like a tiny holes. Even the smallest speck of light poking through can damage the retina.
In less than 5 minutes, you can have some kind of a damage. The damage in the retina does not repair itself.
So local optometrists say sites like Amazon will be better than eBay for buying glasses. For more of this information, obviously I need to read it on where to buy these glasses. Check out our special solar eclipse selection on our website, wrcbtv.com.
That's interesting. I learned something. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, okay.
All right, now for a look at today's forecast, let's head on over to David Carnes.
That's right, he's at the La Grieta. The weather La Grieta.
Yes. So we do wear welding things.
No, you don't wear them.
Don't wear welding gear to look at the solar eclipse. Okay, good to know. Outside we go, where we're looking at some humid weather returning. Outside, some partly cloudy skies with a Holiday Inn downtown camera, and 70 degrees, 64 Cleveland and 67 in Blue Ridge. Oh, you got that golf game planned today, do you? Well, okay, it's going to be muggy, but that's about the biggest thing you'll have to look out for. I'm not going to rule out a few showers this afternoon. Our rain chance 30%, so 1 or 2 showers may move through if you got a golf game for lunchtime or maybe this afternoon. Otherwise, we are looking good. Rain more likely late tonight through the overnight and into the day on Friday. Details coming up in just a moment. Right now, we're going to head back over to John and Michelle.
Thank you so much, David. Well, Chattanooga's top cop will retire in a week after serving our area for 3 years. Channel 3's Cameron Taylor has a look at who wants to take on the next role of police chief.
47 men and 2 women from across the country want to be Chattanooga's next police chief. They all want the same position, but their visions are different. 10 are from the Tennessee Valley. Half of those are current Chattanooga Police Department employees. In some applications, candidates include a letter about why they're passionate about the job. Chattanooga Police Captain Jerry Sutton wrote to Mayor Andy Burke that she's worked in several neighborhoods advocating for, promoting, protecting, and serving. She wants to improve the quality of life in this beautiful city. Assistant Chief of the Criminal Investigations Bureau Edwin McPherson writes that some highlights of his career include serving as a change agent for CPD by instituting new crime-fighting, tactical, and organizational practices, and that his primary goal as chief would be to combat violent crime with the help of the community and law enforcement partners. Of the 49 candidates, 6 are serving as police chiefs. Dwayne Wheeler, the police chief in Kincaid, Illinois, wrote what he could bring to the area. He says he's achieved lowered crime rates, heightened security, while strengthening productivity and increasing quality of life across the community where he served. James Womack, the police chief in Lake Worth, Texas, says he'd be an effective leader for any organization. He says he's developed a passion, personal commitment to public service, teamwork, and community policing. It's now up to selection committee members to sift through these applicants and narrow them down to the top 3.
And that was Cameron Taylor reporting. Now, Mayor Andy Burke will pick from the recommendations, and then his choice will then have to be approved by city council members. We have a full list of all of those 47 applicants inside the WRCB app.
It is 5:37 on this Thursday morning. Coming up on Eyewitness News today.
Does your childhood IQ actually impact how long you will live? The surprising details from a new study coming up after the break. Well, having a high IQ has many benefits, but new research suggests it may play a role in how long you live. A Scottish study of over 65,000 men and women found childhood intelligence was linked to a lower risk of death until the age of 79. IQ had the most significant impact on deaths from respiratory disease, heart disease, stroke, and smoking-related cancers. High childhood IQ was also associated with a lower risk of dying from injury, digestive disease, and dementia.
There's some sobering new data on the deadly impact of air pollution. A Harvard study of 60 million senior citizens shows long-term exposure to certain pollutants increases the risk of early death. Fine particulate matter and ozone pose the highest risk, even at levels considered to be safe by government standards. Researchers estimate slight improvements in pollution levels could save about 12,000 lives each year. Men, African Americans, and low-income Americans had the highest risk of pollution-related deaths.
Time is now 5:41. Coming up on Eyewitness News Today.
10 years ago today, the first iPhone was released, revolutionizing how we communicate with the world. We'll have more on Apple's big anniversary and what's next for the tech giant when we come back. Good Friday Eve, everyone. It is 5:45 o'clock as we check traffic. Looking outside, the interstate system actually looking A-OK right now. This is 75 at Ringgold Road. Earlier, we had a report of an accident, 75 southbound at East Brainerd. That has since been cleared. No other accidents or injuries that are really going to slow you down. We'll keep you updated all morning right here on Channel 3. Now here's David with a look at the forecast. Good morning.
John, good morning. Holiday in downtown camera showing, a few clouds, but overall we're doing good this morning. It is muggy, and that humidity will be increasing throughout the day with scattered showers on and off through the afternoon. Rain chance this morning only about 30%, or this afternoon rather. I wouldn't expect too much in the way of rain. We are going to see the rain increasing as we move into tonight and then through the first part of your Friday. 70 degrees Chattanooga right now, 64 in Cleveland, and this is the rain that we're looking at as we move through the weekend into to Monday night. 1 to 2 inches of rain widespread, maybe some higher amounts, 2 to 3 inches of rain Dalton, Blue Ridge up toward Murphy, and we could see 3 to 4 inches of rain south and east of our viewing area. Well, this is the way it looks on Vipercast. You can see as low pressure moves in from the southwest. Again, this is 5 o'clock today. Maybe a few spotty showers here and there moving through, and I do think we'll see a few, but again, the rain chance about 30% going up to 40% as we move into tonight. And then as that low works its way through overnight into Friday morning, rain likely as we start the day, and that rain is going to be heavy at times. So do expect some rain through the first part of your Friday. By 5 o'clock, the rain really begins to taper off. And by Friday night, if that's when you're doing your fireworks, well, you're probably going to be okay. It's going to be cloudy, but southerly winds will keep it warm and muggy, but no rain as that low works its way off to the east. Our next rainmaker is going to be this front, and that is going to bring us some rain on Saturday, but not much for the first part of Saturday. Maybe 1 or 2 showers in the morning, early afternoon, but most of the rain with this front is going to be Saturday evening into Saturday night, and so your fireworks on Saturday night, you might be dealing with some thunderstorms on Saturday night. Moving into Sunday morning, you're probably not going to see much heading off to services, but then as you wrap it up at about noon, we're going to see kind of an explosion of rainfall over the Tennessee Valley, and that's going to be with us around lunchtime through the early afternoon, and then it slides southward so that by Sunday night, we're looking at some pretty nice weather as high pressure builds in, and I think your Sunday night on into Monday night and Tuesday night are going to be the pick nights to see fireworks and to go out and shoot them off. Clouds building, scattered showers this afternoon, 84 degrees to the high. Then tonight, scattered showers mainly overnight into tomorrow morning, 71 the overnight low. And here we go, 30% chance of showers this afternoon. We'll up it to 40% tonight, 90% chance for the first part of Friday. And then for Saturday night into Sunday, we'll have a 60% chance of showers and storms. Moving into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you see that rain chance really diminishing for Monday and Tuesday. So it looks like your fireworks celebration might be okay. We'll have more coming up in a moment. Guys?
All right, thank you so much. So this is something we've been talking about for the last couple of minutes. For many of us, life without a smartphone is hard to imagine, but life started to change 10 years ago today. Yeah, only 10, when the very first iPhone went on sale. It had a massive impact on our culture, even for people who have never owned one. Mark Barger has the details.
Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
Steve Jobs made that promise, and 10 years ago today, Apple started making good on it.
Revolutionary is going to change the way we communicate.
More than 1 billion iPhone sales later, it has. Although by today's standards, that first iPhone was modest. Only 4 gigabytes of storage, a camera that only took stills, not even any apps. But the initial touchscreen dazzled CNET's Scott Stein.
How you were able to pinch to zoom for web browsing or for using maps, that was the magic thing that you'd show off to people.
More than 3 million iPhones sold that first year, almost 4 times that many in 2008, when apps came around.
And that has affected not just smartphones, but it's also affected the way that business models have been created.
Another tipping point came when an HD video camera and FaceTime were added in 2010.
That opened the doorway as a communication and camera device where people started to pick up those phones as camera replacements.
But the most recent iPhones have not been pioneers when it comes to the newest features.
There have been a lot of catch-up moves that Apple has made where they've polished them and introduced them down the road.
But Stein says that might change this fall when iPhone 8's introduced.
I think there's a lot of pressure because you always expect that Apple's going to do something big.
Just like it did.
This is how you turn it on.
10 years ago today. Mark Barger, NBC News.
Very interesting. Yeah. Well, in the months ahead of the iPhone's launch, Apple had to settle a lawsuit with Cisco Systems in order to use the name iPhone for its new device because Cisco had obtained a trademark for iPhone years earlier.
All right, very interesting. Well, we have some important recalls to warn you about this morning. Ford is recalling more than 400,000 transit vans and buses. The company says the recall covers North American vans, buses, and chassis cabs with medium, long, and extended wheelbases from 2015 to 2017. Cracked drive shaft parts can cause the vehicles to lose power or even move while in park. Now, Ford says it's not aware of any crashes or injuries related to this problem.
And more than 68,000 chest of drawers sold online are being recalled by South Shore Industries. The recall involves Summer Breeze style 5-drawer chest of drawers sold in 4 colors. The chests were sold at many online stores, including Amazon and Walmart, from February 2005 through late December. If the chests are not anchored to the wall, they could tip over.
And another tip over and entrapment hazards have prompted the recall of nearly 1,500 TV chests sold exclusively at Target.com. The recall involves Stockholm 3-drawer TV chests sold on Target.com from May 2015 through August 2016. The TV chests are unstable, and if not anchored to the wall, a tip over could injure or entrap a child. No incidents have been reported. Consumers can contact Homestar for a refund or a free tip over restraint kit.
Time is now 5:51. Coming up on Eyewitness News today, airline passengers got quite a shock when a woman went into labor mid-flight. We'll tell you all about it.
First, though, here's a look at what's coming up on the Today Show.
18-year-old Connor Golden was just messing around with his friends on these rocks when he jumped off and landed on a plastic bag filled with explosives. The blast cost him his left leg. Nearly a year later, police still don't know who did it or why. Coming up on the Today Show, we'll tell you why the NYPD is reaching out to the public to try to crack this case.
All right, you got to give this guy some props. A suspect attempted to avoid arrest by using a play from a popular game. It happened in Minnesota. A sheriff's office, or the sheriff's office, one of them there, shared this photo of a get out of jail free card. The deputy said, "We appreciate the humor, A for effort." Despite the man's clever attempt, he was not able to avoid arrest stemming from a controlled substance warrant out of a different county. At least he tried.
I know he tried, and you got to give him that.
Gotta give him that.
A man was arrested for a DUI after crashing a U-Haul into a Philadelphia brewery. And it was all caught on camera. Take a look at this. You can see a woman jumping out of the way just in time to avoid being hit. So that was the close call. Police say the 41-year-old man was driving down the wrong side of the road.
Wow.
Lost control and smashed into the brewery. He received treatment for minor leg injury, but amazingly,
What do you think that woman was thinking?
Is this U-Haul going to come crashing? Oh, it is. So let's move. So the guy crashes into a brewery.
Wow.
First of all, who's drinking and driving in general, but in a U-Haul? I mean, like.
Wow. All right. Spirit Airlines flight was diverted over the weekend when a woman went into labor shortly after takeoff. The flight was en route from Fort Lauderdale to Dallas when Christina Penton, 36 weeks pregnant, started having contractions. Now, fortunately, a pediatrician and a nurse were on board. They jumped in to help out. Baby Christoph couldn't wait for the emergency landing in New Orleans and was safely delivered mid-flight, weighing a healthy 7 pounds and 19.5 inches long. Christoph's birth also came with a major perk from Spirit Airlines, free flights on his birthday for life. And guess what? He can bring a guest.
That's cool.
So,
well, a good thing Spirit has all that extra leg room too, I'm sure. That really came in handy. No, it's like 28 inches. But free flights on Spirit for the rest of his life or until they go bankrupt, whichever comes first.
All right, the time is now 5:56. Coming up on Eyewitness News Today.
We'll have another look at traffic for your Thursday morning commute. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by CHI Memorial. Schedule an annual wellness checkup today at one of our more than 30 locations. Visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org to find a physician near you.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Taking a live look outside. This is 27 at Morrison Springs Road. No accidents to report as you're getting out and bound just before 6 o'clock. We hope to keep it that way. Of course, if anything changes, we'll let you know right here on Channel 3.
And if you're headed to work, don't forget the news continues all day on WRCBTV.com.
Eyewitness News Today continues right now.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today.
It's 6 o'clock. Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Thank you for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. I'm Michelle Herron, filling in for Latrice Curry.
I'm John Martin. Today is Friday Eve, June 29th, 2017. And before we check in with David Carnes for a look at today's humid forecast, it's National Iced Tea Month. If you swing by participating McAllister's, you can get a free glass of tea today. We just posted on our Facebook page that the eternal question, sweet or unsweet?
Well, are you in the north or the south?
I was about to say, that actually